Great leadership doesn't start out on the stage. It doesn't start out as governors or mayors or presidents or CEOs or managers. Great leadership starts out in the back.
There's a person born in the hospital that's going to get a job, and there's a person born in the hospital that's going to give that person the job. You have to decide along the way which one you're going to be.
I call leadership the challenge to be something more than mediocre. The step up to the new challenge, the new opportunity.
The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. Before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. The challenge of leadership is to be strong, but not rude. Be kind, but not weak. Be bold, but not bully. Be thoughtful, but not lazy. Be humble, but not timid. Be proud, but not arrogant. Have humor, but without folly. The qualities found in a leader are not cultivated in a day or a week, but it is done after seeing a lot of failures and learning from them. Does that mean you can never be a leader? Anyone can be a leader, and it can be done by learning through failures.
You have a vision of yourself doing more, achieving more, taking care of your family, making your mark, leaving a legacy. You will never be stressed or challenged financially. You were born to be rich. You know that it's in your DNA. You were born to be successful. There's another part of yourself that you will never discover unless you align yourself with positive, motivated people who have goals and dreams beyond working on a job where they pay you just enough to keep you from quitting. Beyond you're working just hard enough to keep from getting fired. There's something in you that says, I'm not going to go through life allowing somebody to control my financial future. There's something in you that says, I'm not going to work at a place where I have to go and ask for permission when I can go on vacation. There's something in you that says, I'm not mentally fit to work for somebody for the rest of my life.
Which one you're going to be. You can be a leader, but a leader is a developed set of skills. It's a developed set. But see, here's what stops the average person from being a leader is the fear of the consequences of leading. Most people don't want the responsibility of being a leader. But let me tell you the trick though. The responsibility and ramifications and consequences of being a follower is dire and more severe. Because now, as a follower, you just got to go along with whatever. You know how many adjustments you got to make when you're a follower?
There's a whole new level of leadership. A new method of leadership. Here's what it is. Leadership by invitation. Not leadership by threat. Not leadership by intimidation. That now shows the weakness of the leader. That now shows ego at work instead of skills. But it's leadership by invitation. Invite somebody to a better way of doing things. Here's what else it's called. Leadership by inspiration. Inspiring somebody to make the necessary changes to move up or to get the job done. As leaders, we inspire. As leaders, we entice. As leaders, we invite, entice, inspire. Not threaten. New kind of leadership. Be bold, but not a bully. Next, be kind, but not weak. Some people mistake weakness for kindness. And it's a great mistake. Kindness isn't weak. Kindness is a certain unusual strength.
You cannot be a leader and ask other people to follow you unless you know how to follow too. Everyone is born with potential to do extraordinary in life. Unfortunately, we settled ordinary. When someone asks what our talent is, we think for a while and say that we do not have any talent. Talent is never static. It's always growing or dying. We are not in a position in which we have nothing to work with. We already have capacities, talents, direction, missions, and callings. With ordinary talents and extraordinary perseverance, all things are attainable. It is not so that a confident person will always win and achieve success in life. but a self-confident person will always come over a difficult situation.
The most difficult thing I've ever done was to believe that I can do it. The difference is that when you don't know what's impacting you, and it's something that's holding you down and you're not aware of it. There are things that when you, in my situation, you live in a dominant culture that is designed to destroy your sense of self and your belief in yourself, and you have to learn ways in which you can begin to connect with this power that you have within yourself to handle where you are. The key is to be constantly in a perpetual process of discovering the truth of who you are and fighting constantly to look for ways in which you can escape the inner conversation.
Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself, and don't be afraid to be different, man. You ain't got to fit in the crowd. I tell my sons all the time, why are you following everybody when you were clearly meant to lead? It's always better to just do your thing.
If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune. And start this whole process of personal development, work on yourself, make yourself more valuable to the marketplace. I'm telling you, you can so dynamically change your income, and economics is the least of the values that you can start earning in terms of equity if you'll start working harder on yourself than you do on your job. Work hard on yourself and develop a skill. Work hard on yourself and develop the graces. All of the stuff necessary to become more valuable to the marketplace. I'm telling you, your whole life can explode into change.
Taking risks doesn't mean succeeding every time, and that's okay. Taking risks can lead to failure, which in turn can help you grow as a person. Taking a risk to achieve a goal requires courage to face the fear of uncertainty. No matter the outcome, either way, we grow through the process and become more resilient and confident. To risk takers, there is no such thing as failure, only experiments that didn't work. Risk takers are marked by a sense of adventure and passion. They care little for the accolades of the crowd. They are more focused on squeezing everything they can out of every moment. They are not afraid to boldly go where no one has gone before.
$50. I had nothing. I just never gave up. I'm gonna tell you something. That decision cost me everything I had. I lost everything. I lost my family. I lost friends. I lost everything. I became homeless. I lived in a car for 3 years. But I just saw this. I saw this vision. I just pursued it. I said, wow, that's it. You have to take chances in life. Life is about risk. If you play it safe in life, you ain't gonna have much of a life. If you play it safe, you won't have much of a life. Life is risk. It take courage to pursue your dream. Now, it's gonna cost you something.
Qualities and the major attributes of being a leader is just an exciting opportunity for me. Now let me give you this list. Number one, a leader needs unwavering courage. The courage to do what you didn't think you could do. The courage to step into territory that might be a little unfamiliar. The courage to talk to somebody, solve problems you couldn't solve before. That kind of courage. Courage to stand up when it's sort of dark in your corner. The courage to do it when it isn't going your way, seemingly. The courage to try to have a good day in the midst of a bad day. That kind of courage. Wavering a little at times, yes, because we all have doubts that attack us. We all have small fears that creep in. That is the nature of life. But that's what faith is all about. That's what courage is all about.
If you want to be a leader who attracts quality people, the key is to become a person of quality yourself. Great leaders do not fear challenges, because challenges do not break leaders, but sharpen them. If you found the video entertaining and motivating, then give it a big thumb up and subscribe to the channel.